You know the old saying, you broke it, you bought it? Well, one woman says that's what should have happened during the photo shoot in her Manhattan apartment last year. Corice Arman says a klutzy cameraman knocked over an ancient terracotta Nigerian statue worth at least $300,000. Arman says she's devastated. This Monday, she filed a lawsuit against the owner of Art and Auction magazine.
But the magazine says it's not liable for the damages, and the photographer hired to shoot Arman's extensive collection of African and other antiques says he didn't break the statue. So Corice Arman joins us now to talk about this. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I can't even imagine, having something like this, it's not the kind of thing you can go out and replace.
Exactly. The sculpture is totally irreplaceable. It's at least 1800 years old, BC, and we've had it for a number of years in our collection, and it's really, really irreplaceable. And I'm concerned and distressed because I was hoping to donate it later on to the museum and institution.
So what happened? You weren't in the room at the time, right?
I was not in the room. The photographers were there for a photo shoot on me, and I was in another room, and I heard an enormous bang. I came rushing in, and I saw the sculpture totally destroyed and in pieces on the floor. And I was devastated, and I was actually even cried because I just didn't know what to do. There's nothing you can do for something like that.
So who do you think did it?
Well, the photographers were moving things around, and they moved the piece without asking my permission to do a better shoot or whatever, for a better photograph. And they didn't ask my permission, and so there we are.
Was there a conversation at that moment when you walk in the room, you see the thing on the floor? Is there a conversation about who did this and how could something like this happen?
Well, my first reaction was, oh my God. And what did you do? And why did you move the sculpture from its original place in the house?
And did anybody say, I'm sorry, this was my fault?
They were terribly sorry. It was a sad, really incident, an accident, which I just wish didn't happen in my home, period.
This is the statement from the photographer, who was one of 4 people at the shoot, we should mention. He says it's not his fault. Quote, I was preparing my cameras at the opposite side of the room. I didn't see what happened, but I am not the one responsible here. You don't accept that?
I don't know if it was a photographer or his assistants who did it, but the thing is they moved the piece from its original place in my home, and someone is responsible for it.
The magazine is also saying they're not responsible for it.
I would feel that the magazine is responsible. It is their organization, they organized the photo shoot.
Does insurance cover this at all?
Insurance should cover it, yes, they do. But, I feel that insurance companies, unfortunately, tend to avoid paying what is due, taking care of matters like this. And I really take this quite seriously. It's not even for the money, it's the fact that this piece is irreplaceable. We cannot share it with other people as we had hoped to do. Myself now, my husband is no longer with me, but it was in our collection for a number of years.
Have they disputed your claim, insurance?
That's the problem. They are disputing the claim.
Corice Arman, thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Hope it all works out.